be unharmed.
I shall let no harm come to dearest Astraea. May you rot in the deepest depths of this swamp. Turn back, will you? How dare you persist in intruding upon our haven? You abandoned us long ago. Let it be known, we shall defend our hearth and home to the death.
Is not your abandonment of us punishment enough? Please stop. This is our home. We have done no harm to you.
and I'm going to show you that I was using the blood barbed sword at +8. You can obviously bring this up to +10 and get a better damage output, but I put the blood infusion on it because this is a bleed build. Then I have the sunless talisman at +5. That is just for parrying, and I wanted something to be able to have the parry option, but the claws didn't work, and the shield wouldn't make sense, so I wanted something that looked just as close to her hand as possible. And then of course we have the hood, robe, gloves, and skirt. My rings of choice, the Chloranthy ring +1, blue tearstone ring. This made sense to me because you know how frail she is. I thought, you know, the blue tearstone, you know, the closer you get to death, the stronger you become. So I don't know, that kind of made sense to me in a way. And then we have the sage ring for the shorter casting time. The untrue dark ring is because I am doing the other ending. If you guys watch the stream, I explained that I'm doing the ending, so I'm hollow, and for this cosplay I didn't want to be hollow, so I have to wear this ring. But I was going to explain why I use this sword, because in Demon Souls the only two attacks that she does is heal and God's Wrath, or Wrath of the Gods, and I didn't want to use Wrath of the Gods. For one, it's too slow and it doesn't really work for what I'm doing, and I just kind of went with Force because it kind of has the same effect, except it doesn't damage you, but it still looks like what she does in Demon Souls. So I'll move on to the spells that I use. I have Dory's Gnawing, which, because she is in the Valley of Defilement, surrounded by, you know, filth, to be able to shoot insects out at people made a lot of sense to me. So we have Dory's Gnawing, and then we have Force, which is like her God's Wrath. So this is the character, guys. I'm also using the kukris for the long range distance to keep that bleed buildup going. It actually takes a lot out of them if you can hit them, but it is kind of hard to hit, so I mainly just use it as a distraction. But yeah, again, so the reason I use this sword is because she doesn't use any weapon to fight with, but what is a PvP build without a weapon? I'm not just going to spam heal and God's Wrath, and that's another reason why I didn't use heals, because I'm not going to heal in PvP. But the sword I chose because it's a barbed sword, and I put blood on it because she's sitting in blood, and she's surrounded by unborn children and blood, and her skirt is covered in blood, and that's what made sense to me. I was also torn between using Bloodlust, the katana, but this one, honestly, I liked a little bit more for this cosplay. So here are my stats. Show you guys. I have 28 vigor, 27 attunement, 24 endurance, 20 vitality, 40 strength, which is not necessary for this build, nowhere near that high, that's just what I had it at, 20 dexterity, 16 intelligence, 45 faith, and 12 luck, and I am level 143. So hopefully this answers any questions you guys may have about the build. If you have any additional questions, please feel free to comment below and I'll answer them to the best of my ability. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoy this cosplay, and let me know what you think.